Hello there, this is Big Benedict. We're playing Vergil's Downfall for Devil May Cry Definitive Edition on Gods Must Die difficulty. And this is phase 1 of 3 versus Hollow Vergil. Keep the lock-on on so that your character strikes in the right way. And for this phase here, and for every phase, what I'm going to be doing is using divorce combos. When he has the little icon to latch onto him, I don't pull him over to me because I think it's harder to evade if he counterattacks. I found a really good trick on this guy though, and I don't know if it's just a failing of the programming, but when he does the phase that's coming up right here, if you immediately activate Devil Trigger, or at any point during when the swords are encircling you and you have to avoid them, activate Devil Trigger, and that cancels every one of them out. However, it doesn't cancel out the tridents that stab you from the air. But I thought it was great. I discovered this completely by accident, and all it does is it just cancels them out. They don't appear ever. Trust me, I've done this fight. It took 3 hours. But for these here, there's just 2 in the air. What I wanted to tell you is be kind of cautious of using the Devil Trigger here, because a lot of the times it's going to screw you up because it's hitting him so many times. Sometimes it's missing, sometimes it's getting in your way, and when there's 3 Vergils on screen, it can be kind of hard to tell like who is doing where. Sometimes his attacks just the doppelganger just obscures them. So what I would say is you really don't need the Devil Trigger here too much, unless you're trying to recoup some health. But all he's going to do is he's going to counterattack you at intervals. You can usually get the first divorce combo without any problems, usually the second, but just count on him to do his attacks. Now right there, he does his downward kick, and then he slashes at you with his, I don't know what you would call it, but it's like his drive. So you need to avoid in one direction and then jump when he charges at you from across the screen. He'll look electrified. So right here, I'm using the Devil Trigger. Cancel those out. These actually go a lot faster too if you watch my other guide. But I found a good technique of dealing with these two here. Use don't use the air dash, just use the air glide, which is X plus right trigger or something. And there's 4 of those. There's 4 of these every time. There's 4 sessions of those, although they stabbed like 8 I think in this time. But when he comes back, he's going to come back up here. So what we're going to do is wait for his arrival, use the lock-on, and just do this. All you have to do, if you can do this on Vergil Must Die, you can do this here. You get damaged more, but a lot of it too depends on how aggressive he's going to be with his counterattacks. But that's all you're really looking for here. It's the continual barrage of divorce combo hits, and just quickly evading. So what I do is I listen for that little clang when he counterattacks, and then I just avoid it once in any direction, then to see what he's going to do next. He does the sword rain, as you can see right there, but the extent of his combos is not that much, and you can take him down. Take care.